Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As somebody who has created the life of her dream, travel to another country abroad, doing a master's, working a job that she likes, having the relationship that she likes, I think I'm sort of qualified to talk about the cheat codes and things that you can do to make sure that you have a happy life. Have you ever looked at some people and just wished that you were like them? I remember one time in uni, there was this girl that I really just always admired because she always looked so put together. Her life was just perfect to me. And she was intelligent, she was beautiful, she dressed well, she looked put together. I was like, how can I be like this? But then I discovered something. So, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about things that I do that make people look at me and say, Ella, you don't even struggle in life. Like the jobs that I've had, the friends that I've made, the relationships that I've had, none of them have been like a mistake. And none of them has been bad. And like I've never really had like such a bad experience. Like I was telling my friend, before I started YouTube, I was telling my friend that how will I start YouTube? Like I don't have many story times. Like people have not done bad things to me. Because on YouTube, you always see different people have story times. That time that this person did this to me. That time that I don't have those stories. I don't have a terrible ex that, oh my god, he did this to me. I don't have those stories. I don't have friends like, oh my god, I don't have those things. That's because I curate my life very specifically. And so in this video, I'm going to tell you how I do that. So the first thing I'm going to start with is that I'm very disciplined. And I know this goes without saying, and it's sort of like cliche, and that's probably what you are expecting to hear. But it's not a joke. I think I curate my personality so that I'm able to coexist with humans in the world very easily. Like there's nobody that has come into contact with me that will not know that these things that I did to Ella pissed her off. There's nobody that I know that's my friend that will not know that this thing will make Ella happy. I respect myself too much to go back on my word. And it's a good and a bad thing because sometimes if I've made up my mind that, you know what, like mathematics, I hate it so much. I made up my mind that these people that like mathematics are not smart. And so that's how I was able to convince myself that I didn't need to study it and I didn't need to like, just because for the first few times I tried it, it didn't make any sense to me and I probably failed at it. Everything that I have right now, I live outside Nigeria, I am doing my master's, I have a good job. Everything that I have right now, I kind of manifested it because I'm disciplined. Because I say that Emanuela is the kind of person, Ella is this kind of person that does this, and that's just what I created for myself. Like, I don't think people understand how being Delulu is actually the solution. I hype myself so bad. Anybody that knows me, like, there's a few friends that I've made while I'm here, and they're always like, Ella, you're always just saying how great your body is, how beautiful you are, how smart you are. Like, if I don't say that, who will say it? And I'm not saying it to like even try to make other people feel bad. I actually really believe it. I think that I'm so beautiful. I think I'm so intelligent. And I reinforce that by saying it all the time because I'm amazed. Sometimes when I finish my makeup and I'm done and I'm going out, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this girl is fine. Like, and I'm not joking. I'm not like trying to hype myself or like I actually believe it. I cannot believe how beautiful I am. I'm very delusional. Like if we go to a place, I honestly believe that I'm the first person that anybody will notice there because I'm so beautiful. Like if you hear me talk about myself, if you watch my videos, you will know what I'm saying is true. Like I honestly believe that I have something of great value to impact wherever I go. I always feel like I've touched people's hearts. Like as long as you've known me, I've touched your heart. Like that's how I feel. That's how I live my life. And so anytime I enter a room, I come into that energy like, oh my God, Beyonce, who is bigger than Beyonce? God is here. That's literally how I feel. And so I cannot feel like that and have a life that is so par. So that's probably why I enjoy my life. And that's probably the energy that radiates and other people see. Because when you walk into a place like you own the place or like you are worthy to be there, nobody's going to want to question it. Like I know how many things I've gotten away with just because of how delusional I am. I push myself a lot because I feel like, what are you going to tell me? They cannot tell me no. I always feel like people cannot tell me no. Out of the jobs that I have interviewed for, I can bet you that maybe only 10% of people have come back to me and told me no, I can't get the job. So in my head, that 10% is insignificant. When I interview, I expect to do well because I am great at conversation. I am an intelligent person and I know I'm going to have something of value to offer to that company. Aside that, I erase the 10% of people that call me. Like I suppress that. I don't even remember it. Possibly can't tell you, oh, there was a time I interviewed for a job and they told me no. If they told me no, maybe because even miss if I didn't want it. Do you understand? Like, so I'm so delusional and I carry that notion in my head everywhere. Like, oh, things are just supposed to work out for me. Like, that's how everything that happens for me, everything that happens around me is because I was supposed to be there. A lot of people say, Ella, you don't know how lucky you are, how blessed you are. And I actually don't realize it until they say it because I was expecting it to happen. Another cheat code to getting your desires is if you respect yourself. I respect myself so much. And that is why I choose the kind of friends that I have. And that's why sometimes you say something to me, I'm like, what did you say to me? Like, why would you think that that's okay to say to me? If I that I respect myself so much, I'm hardly in any situation that will bring some kind of ugh. Because I can't just imagine that myself. If for example, I mistakenly enter a circumstance that is not befitting of Emanuela Isiuwe, I remove myself totally. Depending on the situation, sometimes I cuss you out first, then I remove myself. But sometimes I don't even need to cuss you out because I just feel like that's beneath me to even be having that kind of conversation with you. I just remove myself totally. And it helps me because when I'm doing all those my suppressing of emotions, suppressing of memories, when I'm doing all those my suppressing of memories, I don't even remember that you existed. So again, my world is still that utopia. My world is still that, oh, everything is perfect, la di la. Like when 10% of interviewers don't call me back, I don't remember that because that's insignificant to my growth and where I want to get to. I don't remember that. So respecting yourself, honestly, when you respect yourself so much, there are some situations that you will see coming. You see it coming because you're like, "Mm, I'm not supposed to be here. Like this is not my scene." And then it's almost like if you respect somebody so much, you don't want them to be upset. You don't want them to be angered. So like I can already see some things from afar and I'm like, I don't want Ella to be stressed. So like I'm just gonna take myself out from it. Like I respect myself so much. And then the repercussions of all these things that I'm quoting is what other people are saying and saying that, oh, I have such a good life, I have such a nice life. I love and respect myself. Like, and so my life is curated around that. I don't have anything that I hate around me because I like myself too much. Why would I want to deal with that? Another reason that I've been able to manifest the life that I have is that apart from being delulu, respecting myself, loving myself, and liking myself, and all of that, is that I'm not afraid to be disliked. I'm not at all. Like, I've always been like that. I'm not somebody that, oh, um, that girl is so mean. She's so wicked. And then I will not be feeling sad because I'm hearing people talking about how mean and wicked. In fact, I prefer it. I prefer that people don't like me when they first get to know me. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you not liking me. A lot of people have told me that, Ella, when I met you, I used to think that you're such a bitch. I used to think that that's good. It's very good that you think that. It means that there are some boundaries that I have set that you would not cross. Because a lot of people that say people are mean and they're bitches is because they're very guarded. And I will say that for myself, I am very guarded. Like, unless we are guys, we've now become guys. You can now call me, you're such an idiot. Means I'll say you're mad, that kind of thing. Other than that, I don't condone that kind of bullshit from just anybody. I don't like it. And I'm going to tell you straight. I'm not somebody that you do something to offend, especially if I consider you to be worth it in my company and in my circle. You do something to offend and I'll just brush it by because let's just let bygones be bygones. No, bygones cannot be bygones, especially if you're going to remain in my corner. I'm going to tell you that you fucked up. Like I didn't like that. And in the same vein, if, for example, I was the one that was wrong, or maybe it's a miscommunication and you think that I was the one that was wrong, but you're not telling me, because a lot of people don't like to have difficult conversations and they feel like it's too, it's going to be so unpleasant. I'll go as far as asking you, like, what's up? I'm noticing that you're giving me attitude. I'm noticing that you're giving me one word replies. What did I do wrong? What's going on? Let's talk about it. Because I don't care about how unpleasant that conversation is. And it's not because I enjoy it. It's not because I enjoy confrontation. They are uncomfortable because they are uncomfortable. They are unpleasant. Like, so when people say, "Oh, Ella, you're so mean," yeah, I want to care, but I don't. Especially if somebody that is in my corner, that is like my person, tells me that, aha, then we can have a discussion, because I don't want to be mean to you because you are someone that I really care about. But a lot of times, what people say is mean is somebody that has boundaries, and I have strict boundaries. I don't want you to do that because I don't want you to do that. And I think that it just makes life easier for everyone. It makes life easy. You know what will upset me now. And if you had boundaries, I know what will upset you. I won't try to broach that. I won't try to cross that bridge. And I wish more people were just like that. But obviously, everybody cannot be like that. So, yeah, these are my own cheat codes to creating the life that I love, the life that everybody sees and they're like, oh, Ella, you don't struggle. It's not like I don't struggle. And it was really hard to get here. I really hope that you guys loved this video and you took something of value in it. You don't have to agree with all my points. You can agree with some of them and take some of them home to heart. And I really wish that everybody would be like me, but like everybody doesn't have to be like that. In fact, I don't want everybody to be like me because I still want to be the unique one. I think that I'm so special. Anyway, go ahead and like this video. Comments, put your comments down in the comment section and let me know what you thought, what you think. I hope you subscribe to this channel and I'll see you next time.